Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. Before I start my analysis, I just like to show you my live trade which I took some time ago. As you see, this is my live account here, and currently this trade is in 450 pips in profits. Of course, I took it in May, at the beginning of the May, so it's 1.5 months right now, but we know that that market was not so volatile, and I follow simply my trading plan here. So that's why, because I manage this on the daily chart, that's why I keep it for some time. Of course, I could close it a little bit earlier, but my profits would be smaller. It will be like 300 pips, but I decided just to keep it a little bit longer. That's why right now 450 pips. This was bounce trade. I took it here, so it was not like classic 1 to 3 scenarios. Like I always say, this is a little bit more aggressive option. Now, why I took this trade? Because on the weekly chart, we were on the resistance level. Yes, this is really visible. Price retested this many times, and after those huge spikes, we could expect, okay, maybe bigger move. We have next powerful support here, which is my target. But in case if price would like to break this, I would really try to target even this. So this trade can be even 1,300, but we will see. Yes, I managed this on the 4-hour chart right now. So this might be situation that I will be just kicked out a little bit earlier around this support level. But if we just pay attention for the bigger picture, this can be range like this on the weekly chart. So I took it here because price did triple top on the daily chart, and I just placed pending order below those spikes here, and it was triggered automatically. Stop loss was big because it was around 200 points, but it was like a protection for me. Yes, and then, of course, price went up really fast, so I could manage this position really fast. Right now, like I showed, it's 450 pips in profit, and you see my stop loss is right now above the 36 CMA on the 4-hour chart. So I just wait for a situation like that, and if we see continuation, perfect. I can trail my stop loss again. If not, yes, I will be kicked out, but still 450 pips. It's quite good profit here. Yeah. Of course, this is a little bit aggressive approach, but if you have trading plan, if you follow this, if you stick to your rules, everything is possible. Yes. So right now, let's go to our weekly forecast. We might have some interesting things in upcoming week. So let's first check Aussie yen. Aussie yen, if we pay attention, it's like on the weekly chart, it's breaking, or it broke our trend line right now. Price hits the resistance level, which is somewhere around this area. We see that it's quite strong resistance level. Next resistance is up here. So what we might get, because this is breakout, maybe we'll have continuation and maybe trend change on the weekly. We see that this trend is coming down for a really long time. Yes, around the 2018. But I would say that even from this point, yes, it's pointing still down, because if we change angle of the trend line like that, we will see that we are still in this powerful downtrend. So to be honest, as long as we are below this trend line, we can discuss about downtrend. Yes, because this probably comes from the monthly chart. But of course, back to this level, it's 400 pips or a little bit higher even. So we have still room to go. We don't trade on the weekly. We just make analysis on the weekly to understand what is going on generally on the market and on the pair which we follow. Yes, so price broke this. We can expect continuation to retest previous resistance, trend line, and in case of the breakout, the next resistance level. So we have everything here. So let's go to our daily chart to see what we can have here. If we change the angle of this line, we'll see that price retested this, retraced. Right now, I like the situation. I hope it will hold. really it looks promising. We have this trend line on the daily chart. Price didn't retest this line exactly, but it's almost on the 36, almost on the trend line. It's making right now for us long 1 to 3, and it's also making kind of the double bottom here on the daily charts, which I like because it gives me a little more. I don't want to say confidence, but some more information that really price is holding this level, and we might get another up move. Yeah? So if we change a little bit angle on the 4-hour chart just to adjust this, what we would like to get, of course, for the 4-hour chart, it might be a little bit late because our target is limited here. It's still 200 pips. So if we get nice setup on the 4-hour chart, we can try even on the 4-hour time frame here and then target this. But we can say, okay, we can go to lower time frames. Right now, price is still below this trend line, so we cannot trade. But if we get breakout of this trend line and when we get new higher high, higher low, this will be our option to jump into long scenarios. Yes, so this is option number one. Option number two, we can still we can still get this. Yes, we can still get that. So if we have this, it's even better. Yes, then our risk reward will be bigger. But if you see that price is breaking this trend line, we can start to look for the short entries again. Yes, and then our target will be we need to find some support area, and our next support zone in this case is I would say even here. Yes, this will be our next support level. Right now, this you see we have also support area here around this zone. So this is also like 36 our trend line. So that's why we would like to wait for breakout here first and then start to look for short entries to target this. Yeah. So this is first pair. We simply say, okay, we wait for potential breakouts here or here. Next will be CAD. If we look for the weekly chart, this pair still has some room to retest this trend line. We have right now short weekly 1 to 3, but if we draw to the 3 line, this line will be like that. So we still can see maybe this, yes, and then some breakouts, yes, some breakouts here or here. Or price will just bounce, continue to retest again, and maybe then breakouts. Definitely weekly is still pointing down, but if we look for the lower time frames, we will have opportunity to buy it. And it's also reasonable to buy because we can have this bigger retracement back to this area, especially that price was struggle here on the weekly chart. So if we look for levels on the weekly, we'll see this resistance. Next resistance will be higher here, and our support weekly support zone. Yes, we can see that this is support area which we might get, and another one will be lower somewhere around this level. Yeah, so we have something like that right now. If we go to daily chart, yes, we will see that this is really right now a really good option. Let me adjust the levels. So also here we have this is our trend line. So price basically broke this trend line here, but we still have support and we still have 36 EMA. Yes, which acts like a support level, and we don't have lower lows and lower highs. So we can say still, yeah, this level is holding. We have long 1 to 3. So what we can say, possible long buy entries to target this resistance. In case of breakout, we can start to look for short entries and target, of course, the previous trend line and support area from the weekly, or if you like, we can just adjust the line. This will be our daily support a little bit higher. Next daily level, yes, will be a little bit lower below the trend line. Yes, so this is our approach. Also here on the 4-hour chart, let me change a little bit this angle. This looks really nice. Yes, so here we can wait again 4-hour chart, 1 to 3s, or we will say, okay, we go to 1-hour time frame and we will just wait for 1-hour chart, a long 1 to 3 here. Yes, this is really good option for now to get, yes, this long. EURGBP, I was thinking to put this into our watch list. I'm a little bit not convinced because I don't like what we have. Still, we are on the close to resistance, almost on the resistance. Next resistance is a little bit higher. If we look for support, I will just leave support here on the weekly chart. Yeah, so after this long 1 to 3, it's still pointing up on the weekly, definitely close to resistance. Maybe after breakout, we'll get another up move. The thing is that if we pay attention, we are on the resistance, but last time we discussed about this range, and this range was broken right now. We also have trend line here. Yes, but the situation is that we are close to weekly resistance. That's why I don't like it too much. But maybe for the intraday trading, this is our trend line. Price broke this range. So what we might get, 4-hour chart 1 to 3, and after this 4-hour chart long 1 to 3, we can look for buys and try to target again this resistance. We know that this is weekly resistance, so price can easily retest this again. Yes, after range breakout, we can expect, okay, we have new high, new higher lows, possible bounces here, and then again long entries. But I would just try lower time frames scenarios here, because this move might be limited. Yes, not exactly. We might get bounce and immediately reaction back to this. Maybe because of the resistance, we'll get retracement, lower high, and the price will go down again. So that's why lower time frames, because even if price decide to make lower high, we will have enough room to manage our positions and manage our targets. Yes, right now it looks like price might create for us something on the 1-hour chart. So if you want to be even more aggressive after breakout of the 2 to 3 line, you go to 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, and you start to look for possible long scenarios. Euro yen, what we have is a trendline breakout on the weekly chart, retest of the resistance here. Next resistance is higher here. Support level, if we see, it looks like a double bottom right now on the weekly chart. So the situation is that we might get really breakout, retest, and possible trend change on the weekly chart. This trend was from 2018. Also, we see price was going down, so maybe this is the time to change the trend. We go to daily chart. Yes, if we adjust this line, this is our daily, weekly. We have this trend line on the daily chart. Yes, and what we have really right now, like if I can say textbook example. Yes, here, but yeah, we know that we should still manage our risk. We cannot risk here 10 or 15, 20%, because this is textbook example. Price can do everything here. So, but price action right now looks really nice. So if we see situation that price is breaking this, we focus on the buys. If price is breaking this trend line plus 36 on the daily, we look for short entries. Our main goal will be previous low. In between, we have some support area here. Maybe it's not easy to draw on this chart. We have a lot of spikes. Here will be our first. Yes, so we have limited, but still we will be after breakout. We'll be trading with main direction. Yes, so this and a little bit lower, we have another one. Like I said, this is not clear. Yes, we see how many false breakouts and spikes we had. So it's really not easy. Yes, but if we get next, this is a little bit better, even 170 pips. Yes, so we know what to do. 4-hour chart 1 to 3s, 1-hour chart 1 to 3s after breakouts. GBPUSD dollar. What we have on the weekly is a little bit range. We see this. Still, we are in the downtrend. This is our weekly trend line. If we draw different line, we have this. So it's still definitely downtrend. Retest of those previous lows here. And a little bit range. Yes, we see that price went up, made higher highs, but then retrace again lower. Yes, so if we pay attention to the daily chart, let me just MT4 is not nice to. Let me delete and draw. Yes, this is our trend line. This is our support. And what we have, we can say that we have our classic option, yes, like a daily trend line breakout. And if we go to 4-hour chart, what we might get, our first 4-hour chart, 1 to 3, after daily trend line breakout. So for me, this is really good option right now to focus on short entries here. Yes. So and then of course my target will be this previous low. So this might be like 300 pips target. In between, I don't see nothing special. Yes. So really, I would just look for that. Yes, if we zoom out a little bit, we'll see that this is good. This is good target here. Next target will be around this area here on the previous spikes. Yes, so looks quite interesting. I really follow this because, like you said, we are still in the downtrend from the weekly chart. On the daily chart, price retested this line. We had daily trendline breakout plus 36 CMA breakout. So for our chart 1 to 3, we have nice lower lows, nice lower highs with the good trend line. So this is really for me perfect option. I need to see a little bit bigger retracement somewhere around this level, and then I will try to look for possible short scenarios. If price breaks this and goes up, I probably won't look for longs. There is option still, because then we can say, okay, this is false breakout. This is false breakout, and then if you like, after this, you can start to look for buys. But your target is here. Uh, but I personally need to see how price will break it and how price behave here. New Zealand yen, like you see, all pairs which I have, it's connected with the yen. Most of them. So remember, don't trade all of them. And but we see that each has different price action and a little bit different levels. Yes. So if you just find the pair which fits to your trading plan and simply follow it. What we have here on the New Zealand dollar yen, we have this resistance level here, which is above our trend line. We can say we have another resistance here, a little bit of support on the weekly. We will see here. Still is downtrend. This is our weekly 2 to 3 line, so we can still have situation that price will stuck in this. We don't know yet, but there is option like that. For now, what I see is good opportunity to look for buys. This is our previous high. This is our daily trend line, so it's far away right now. I would just leave information that we have the 36 CMA close. We have this double bottom, so it's like, I think, similar to CAD. Yes, we have this. We have long 1 to 3. So definitely only buys right now. Yes, I wouldn't look for any short entries here because there is not enough room for something like this. We need to get new higher high and new higher low, long 1 to 3, and you can buy it. Don't go for any short entries because we have 36 CMA here. Our daily trend line is here, so there is not a clean situation to sell it right now. Yes, so as long as 36 is holding, I would just focus only on longs. Yes, so if we see, okay, price is right now not making any setups, but is going again down, but will bounce on the 36 CMA or on the support level, and will break our this and will break our trend line here. You can focus on buys still. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is all about upcoming week. Quite interesting pairs. So I hope we'll get those moves. Keep in mind that it's, if I can say, last week of the June. So soon we'll start July, which is summer season, summer holidays season. So we also might get less volatility than always. But of course, I will keep you updated in the weekly forecasts. So thanks a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. I wish you all wonderful week and talk to you soon. Bye.